Well, it's a defeatist attitude, which is firstly, it's the most feminine beta thing you can have in anything. It doesn't have to be about women. Having a defeatist attitude towards life is already probably why you ended up where you've ended up. Because if you were too much of a man to quit, you probably wouldn't be there to begin with. And that's not just about women. It's about anything. It's about fighting. It's about money. It's about anything. A defeatist attitude is never the right way. Secondly, you can always win the game. You can win the game because, yeah, hypergamy may be true and girls value certain things. But like I just said, I have guys who are bigger, stronger, richer than me messaging my girl. She doesn't leave because I am her man. And that's down to conditioning. And you can condition females to be that way. And yeah, you need to have multiple females. And yeah, you need to find a good one. And yeah, you need to have options. But you can definitely win this game. Any man can win this game. But you have to be prepared to go through, especially for some of the softer guys, a degree of heartbreak. So me and Tristan always laugh. We say we go through a breakup a week. And that's literally true. Guys talk about their breakup. I go through a breakup a week. I lose a girl a week. Is that the point now where it's just like, whatever, go. I don't care anymore at all. But for most dudes, because they haven't got the kind of sexual access I have, you're gonna have to be prepared to lose the girl because she wants to go Vegas. You're gonna have to be prepared to sit there and miss her and not message her. You have to be a man about it. You just have to stop being a pussy. If you stick to the rules of the game as a man, you can absolutely win. Nearly any man can. I'm not saying you're gonna have a beauty queen, but you'll have something that's loyal to you. She may be a fucking 5 in my book, but she's a 9 to you. So who gives a shit? You know, you're happy, whatever. The point is, but you have to be man enough about it. Most of the guys, MGTOW and betas, all they're trying to do is just alleviate heartache. They're such cowards. They're afraid of feeling sorry. Oh, they're afraid of missing her. I had one guy who messaged me and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I really miss my girl. I was like, why'd you split up? Oh, she was talking to these guys. Da, da, da. It's like, why do you miss her? Oh, but you know, because she was my only girl. I was like, well, what you need to do is you don't need, he goes, he wanted her back. I said, you don't want her back because you know she's a shit girlfriend because she messages other guys. You just don't want to miss her anymore. It's not about wanting her back. You're just too much of a pussy to deal with the feeling of missing her. That's what the reality of it is. Most of these guys are in love with girls and they don't even want the girl. All they do is argue with the girl. They can't stand her. She's a dickhead and she's a cheater and she's a bimbo, but they're just too much of a pussy to feel like they miss someone. It's all a huge act of cowardice. I'm afraid to feel bad. If you're not afraid of heartbreak and you stick to your guns, you're going to have a fantastic life with females. If you're not afraid to say, sorry, not good enough for me, goodbye, and stick to it as a fucking man, you're going to do just fine. That is 85% of the game. But men are just too afraid to do it because they feel like they're not going to have another girl for a while. It allows them to get their dick wet. And that's what it is. And it's just cowardice, head to toe. So all the MGTOW guys, you're quitting the game without even trying. If you're really a man going his own way and you're really focusing on yourself and you're really, putting yourself first and upgrading your value as a man, if you're doing that, then you should be fine with females. Just continue with your mission. Don't be compromising. Make sure you put your mission first. Treat her with respect, but don't take any disrespect. One of the biggest things I want to actually say now, because I don't want people to think, I know the way I come across is hyper aggressive. People think you have to be mean to girls. I'm never mean to girls. I'm nice. I'm nice to my girls. People have this idea that I'm walking around the house, like beating them up and shit. It's like yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I'm a super nice guy. I'm like, let's watch a movie or get some popcorn. Let's have a party. I'm a super nice dude. I just won't tolerate disrespect on any level. If you disrespect me, I stop talking to you. It's not about being an evil person. You can still be the nice guy. But when she steps to you, you have to remove all your attention. It's really that simple. There's nothing else to it. You haven't got to be a big evil man. And you can be a MGTOW, be going your own way and have that same philosophy. It really isn't that hard. But these guys are just too afraid to miss a girl. That's the biggest mistake. That's what all this comes down to. These dudes are too afraid of the heartbreak and they can't take it because they're pussies.
I think a lot of what I'm seeing right now in the MGTOW community is it's